And here we are for game number 4. And down to the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have our Red Protons player from the team Evil Geniuses. It is iNcontroL. He is down 2-1 at the moment, though, to his opponent here in the upper right-hand corner. Our Pink Terran player from Vile Gaming, it is Illusion.
Yep. All right. Illusion learning about this map now, apparently.
Oh, man. I love it. Yes, you talk about destructible rocks.
There's a rock in my main.
Obviously.
Again. Dude, it was at your natural last game. Come on, quit complaining, Illusion.
It's one of the gold as well.
This is so funny. There's rocks everywhere.
Yes, there are rocks everywhere.
This is beta. You know what? I like this map. I always kind of enjoyed playing on this map to a certain extent.
This one was the bane of my existence. Of all the early maps, this is the one that I get goosebumps.
Did you forget about the back rocks a lot?
It wasn't that I forgot about them as much. It was like I knew they were there, and I would still get all into every time.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how the map was. But you know, this map was always fun to watch games on, I thought.
Yeah.
Because it's weird. Like, this map, if it gets to kind of the mid-game, it's probably going to get to a later game as well. You know, if there's not any sort of early all-in through the back rocks, the games actually can go for quite a while here. And I just remember, like, some really fun games on this map. I remember casting a game for my YouTube channel, like, well, I guess about 2 years ago now, where it was TLO versus Nada. One of the very first games of Nada playing StarCraft 2, and it was on Blistering Sands. TVT. TLO went mech against the very normal Marine tank that Nada was going for, and won with Thors and stuff. So people were kind of freaking out about that game a little bit, but it was on Blistering Sands, and it was cool to see games like that back then.
Very cool. Yeah. Still hate this map. This is the one that is the bane of my existence, though.
Hey, we made it through Desert Oasis. If we can make it through Desert Oasis, we can make it through Blistering Sands.
You're gonna have to help me, though. You're gonna have to help me.
I will help you, man. I'm here for you.
Okay.
I'm okay with these older maps. I'm used to this.
All right.
It's all good.
Okay. All right.
Can handle this. All right.
Calm down a little bit. Second gas coming up now for iNcontroL.
That's right. Let's think about the second gas. Don't think about the map.
That's true.
Think
after cybernetic core as well.
Think about the build.
All right. Yes.
All right.
Things.
Right,
and here.
Let's get his build.
Okay, he's got a gas up as well, and he's saving up for a factory once again.
What else? What else is there?
That's pretty much it.
Focus on the build.
Starting to wall in towards the front. He's got the factory coming down, though.
All right, good.
Yes.
Good. How many Marines does he have? I'm going to talk you through this one.
Just two. It's just two. I see two. I see only two. It's not enough to go through the rocks.
Stay with me.
Not enough to go through the rocks.
Stay with me, Kevin.
Okay.
What's that SCV doing, man?
It's just scouting.
What's he doing? Okay.
It's just scouting.
What does he see?
He's things. Taking a look. Let's see. He
Don't
sees
you
double
die
gas.
on me.
He sees double gas. Tell my wife I loved her.
Okay. What's that stalker doing? He's not doing anything.
Hey.
He's just standing there.
Second gas coming up for Illusion as well as the factory finishes up. We've already got a reactor popping down as well. So,
well, all right. So we got a robo real quick from iNcontroL again. You know, I would think Gateway Robo would be a great way to go on this map. Second gate here. Just make Immortals, make Gateway units.
Now, we saw the Muslim call out Noni for an Artosis pylon yesterday.
Although Artosis called it an iNcontroL pylon on a recent GSL cast. And you know what? Oh, here's the thing. Let me finish real quick. Here's the thing. If iNcontroL doesn't build another pylon there, and he loses because of a single pylon powering many of his buildings, I think that will be enough to actually switch it over to iNcontroL pylon. Ooh. This is a big game right now.
See, here's what I wonder, because
this is huge.
The if you remember in that as well, that was actually a pylon that was powering two Stargates, I believe it was. That was a little bit forward.
Which one?
Yeah, the one that Artosis called the iNcontroL pylon. So I didn't know if he called it that because it was proxy or because it was
No, it's because it was a single one.
It's because it was a single one.
Yeah,
okay,
it was. Okay, so let's go back. Let's see if iNcontroL has built another pylon there.
He has not.
No, he has not. If he loses that pylon in the course of this game and those buildings become unpowered, it's an iNcontroL pylon from now on. I'm gonna support Dan on this one.
All right. Well, that's your prerogative. So I probably will call it an Artosis pylon to my dying breath.
Okay.
Let's see. I can just imagine that as well. That's a really weird visual. I'm like 95 years old.
It's an Artosis pylon. Then they close the casket.
Wow. That's how I die? I'm already laying in the casket? Oh my God.
We like to move things along in the future. No boring long goodbyes.
Jeez.
Like, any last words? All right.
Close
the casket.
Artosis pylon. Boom. I'm done for.
It's like Rosebud. Chose this pylon. So
right.
it looks like a 1-1-1 from Illusion. He's got the Banshee out. He's getting a Raven as well for point defense drone.
Yeah.
iNcontroL is going to try to break down these back rocks.
Yeah, he's starting to reinforce with a couple of Immortals as well. One's already out. Second is on the way. Going to be done pretty soon. But, of course, Illusion is privy to this. He can start to shift some units down if he so desires, but is not. He's actually allowing those rocks to go down for a while. He was more worried about this Banshee off to the left, but iNcontroL actually already had a couple of Stalkers sitting there waiting for just that possibility.
Now, here's the thing, though, is that he's going to need all his units up front to do this attack. You know, it's a very close battle in terms of numbers. You need to have the right units, and does he?
I don't know. We'll find out. There's just one Immortal with this attack so far. Second one's coming up now, and this Raven does put down an auto turret, but looks like that's cleaned up pretty quick. And look at this. iNcontroL doesn't have much left over.
Yeah, attacking a little bit too prematurely, I think, here. The one Immortal does get away, and yep, should be okay here.
Oh, unless the Banshee intercepts perfectly.
Yeah,
now finally there's a couple of Stalkers there, but he will be used for the DPS in this engagement.
It's a pincer maneuver.
Yes, it is.
This is not looking good for iNcontroL.
No, not at all.
I don't know if this game is even going to reach his base.
Well, let's see.
We'll
He's
see.
Trying to reinforce with some more units, but you know, his opponent does have a very, very high DPS army coming out.
Yep. Does indeed. You know, and another supply lead here for Illusion. 55 supply to 42 for iNcontroL. Not having those two Stalkers there, having to have them back to defend that Banshee actually helped out Illusion quite a bit here. And so now iNcontroL is going to have to try to regroup, try to do it again. But will he be able to break it through? I don't know. You know, at this point, it's looking like Illusion's got a decent composition. Looks like he's going to be able to hold this.
Yeah, this is almost the same army as went up before, but now Illusion has a lot more stuff on top of this. The Raven finally goes down, but not before it puts out an auto turret, and Illusion finds himself up by 20 supply. This Immortal will get shot down as it tries to retreat. Nothing that iNcontroL can do about that. These Banshees are going to sit from afar, and Illusion has this game well in hand.
Yep, he had good positioning there to fire on the Banshees, but it's just too much stuff. Illusion just has too large of an army for iNcontroL to handle. He's going to push him all the way back to his base. And, you know, where things go from there. Time to tell. Oh, merciful.
There we go.
Nope, never mind. All right. So iNcontroL having to defend his back rocks. We'll have to see if Illusion decides to go into that way or just go up the front door. Might just decide to go right in the front here with this.
And it looks like he might. Of course, his Observer was sitting there just in case that does happen, but iNcontroL not shifting his forces back quite yet. Scan goes down and picks off the Observer. Illusion shifting his forces and wants to meet iNcontroL head on.
Yep, certainly does. He knows he has a stronger army focusing down the Immortal. Now it's just a bunch of Stalkers against tanks and Banshees. That doesn't go terribly well usually for Protoss.
No, not at all. And iNcontroL making his way out. Illusion going to go. No, he's actually taking out the pylon around the back. See if he decides to go through the front or if he attacks us head on. He's like, he's going to attack it head on. iNcontroL losing a few Stalkers right away. He was warping things into his main to try and do some sort of a pincer maneuver, but it's not going to work out.
Yeah, things just kind of going off the rails here for iNcontroL. Unfortunately, in this game, it looks like Illusion should be able to pull out the win here pretty soon. Just doesn't want iNcontroL to have the possibility of doing any sort of counterattack.
Right.
You know, iNcontrol's thinking, well, maybe if I can get Illusion to go into my base, I can go back and maybe force some sort of trade, but doesn't look like it's going to work. iNcontroL still has a decent army, but with siege mode almost done here, with more Banshees, more tanks, steadily coming across the map for Illusion, it's going to be just so hard to break for iNcontroL.
And here comes Illusion, just making his way right up the ramp. Going to go after that Immortal one more time, and the Immortal's already lost its hardened shield. Siege mode is finished, as you mentioned. Boom! Goes the dynamite, and the last couple of units are down for iNcontroL.
GG.
There's the GG.